Bloody hell. So today on Is It Worth It, I've got the MG Cyberster, which is the world's first all-electric two-seater sports car. This is the GT model, the top trim dual motor that gives a 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. So the question is it just a badge on an anonymous car, or does it stay true to MG's sporting heritage? That's what we're going to find out on the Is It Worth It channel today. If you do enjoy car content like this, please give us a like and a subscribe, and let's get right to it. So let's take a look at the front. It's bold and it's British, as it's designed at MG's headquarters in London. The brief was to bring heritage with new innovation. It's got the long, low bonnet of a classic roadster, which I like, mixed with futuristic tech. I mean, look at the slope, low nose. It's really nice, and the dents in the hood here. So you've got this smiling front grille. You've got the front splitter. I mean, the grille's here. Almost looks McLaren-esque here. You've got these really nice piercing LEDs. These are what MG call magic headlights, and they are DRLs. Look at the shut lines. The fit and fixture of these panels is second to none. Because this is an electric car, you'd think it would have a front or a front boot, but no, it's just full plastic cladding, which is a bit disappointing. I would have thought they could have used that space, just get the washer fluid. So MG have just celebrated their centenary. Let's have a look at the key. It's in the shape of a teardrop, which pays homage to MG's racing heritage. It's called here the Roaring Raindrop. That actually set a land speed record, so that's pretty cool. So what I do like really about the design is these rear haunches, which makes the Cyberster look really aggressive, almost Aston Martin-like. And you can see them in the mirrors as well, look really good. This is where you get your charging port, that's fine. Yeah. Now on the side here, you get Pirelli P0 tyres with the MG brake calipers, and they are Brembo fronted disc and rear brakes, because this is the 100th anniversary edition. Side skirt here, that's meant to help with aerodynamics, but here, this doesn't even go anywhere. Overall, I feel like the stance is like a Jaguar F-Type mixed with a sort of McLaren looking front end. So let's just see how practical these are to use every day. All you do is press the button here. You can actually control them by the remote as well. That's how easy it is to get in. So accessibility for people of all ages, dead easy. Now, if you are worrying about what it's like in tighter spaces or car parks, MG's got you covered, because it does actually have sensors on the doors as well, which actually stop it if there is something in its way. Now, you can actually pull the door down manually. It's not advised, but it is hydraulically powered. The only thing is, you just have to wait a few seconds to get in and out instead of being able to close the door, but I'm sure you'll get used to it. So the design of the rear looks to me kind of Lotus Evija-like, which is unlike an MG at all. However, you've got the Cyberster logo here, you've got the brake lights in the middle, really does kind of separate it from these arrow-shaped LEDs, and there's actually 500 LEDs in there as your indicators, but also you do get a massive rear brake light as well. Now inside here, it's actually just plastic cladding. So this is a cam rear design car, which means the boot does shoot straight off, and that's meant to help with aerodynamics. A tiny bit of a ducktail spoiler. Yeah. So on the back, you've got the huge MG badge here, so no one will mistake you for what car you're in. So this rear black high gloss separation trim here really does set the rear off even more. So you do get a diffuser, but it is artificial, kind of curved off around the back here. Looks really nice. You've got your fog lights and also your reversing lights. You've got sensors here. So let's have a look at the boot space though. So this boot is surprisingly big. Yeah. It is a Grand Tourer, but with it being a two-seater sports car, you just wouldn't think it'd be that big, but it is quite surprising. MG promised about 250 litres. You're quite deep in terms of length. So how many sort of bags can you fit in there? So a weekend away, probably 3 decent-sized bags. I think you can fit quite a few suitcases in there as well. But, I mean, I could push these all the way to the back. You definitely get your golf clubs in there. Also, just at the bottom here, yeah, it's just a compression kit, yeah, but you don't get a spare tyre. Right, so that's the boot. That's cool. Yeah. I'm quite impressed with that. So let's just talk about this roofline. Now, with it up, which I'll show you in a second, it is sufficient enough, but when you've got the roof down, if you are tall, near 6'2", like myself, you do find your head kind of like exactly eye level with these vanity mirrors. That kind of impedes your view a little, and this seat is in its lowest position. I can't help but feel MG could have just lowered it a bit more, especially take a look at the back there. You've got loads of room back there. With this, I feel like I'm sitting on the chassis instead of in it. Electrically adjustable seats back and forth, little vanity mirrors here, a bit like an iPad tablet, fold, tiny them. So how quick does it take for the hood to come up? Now, you can do it up to 30 miles per hour as well, but they claim about 10 seconds. So let's see how quick it is. Just hold this down, keep your finger on it. Should also do the doors as well. It's pretty quick. There's no interior latches in this, and the roof is beautifully fitted. Works really well. It's actually made by the same people that do the roof for the BMW Z4. First off, you've got in this red maroon Alcantara mixed with the black. I think really bodes well. You've got some nice stitching here. It feels quite modern and new. However, you do feel a bit cocooned, a bit like a spaceship with all these three screens wrapped around you, and these are touch screen. You get one here to sort your MG co-pilot, your weather, etc. And then here is where you use the music controls, and then you've got a digital display up front. Can seem a bit over cumbersome at first, but I think you will get used to it. Not only that, within the centre, you also get a full touchscreen here to switch between your driving modes. Your air conditioning is all here. I love how the air conditioning is imprinted into the dash. I feel that's really nice and smart. Touch capacitive buttons, which light up, they work okay, but for me, personally, I just prefer normal manual buttons. On the side, you can control your mirrors and also the windows. Then in the centre, you've got your park, reverse, neutral and drive, and this is where you open and close the doors, but then also your roof. Now in here, it's sort of like this like fake carbon fibre trim here. It's quite nice, but what is cool is your cup holders do go all the way down, and you can place them up as well. Now in here, weirdly, you don't get a wireless charging mat. Instead, you just get a USB-C port, and to be honest, it is quite deep. There's enough space there to put a few coins. Now, you can actually fit your phone here, which is just slides in. Got this sort of handle here, decent sized glove compartment. But let me just show you this as well. In this side, if you pop your camera here, you've got some little nifty compartments here as well. It is a 3-spoke steering wheel. You've got the big MG badge. You do have flappy paddles, but these actually are only used for regen. You do get these kind of sporty Manatinos here. The red is for super sport, and that'll deactivate the traction control and also enable you to go into launch mode. Then you've also got the steering mode, so you can really lighten and stiffen your steering up. Manual catch release for the doors here. Speakers at the back. Also, you've got your coupe roll bars. Because this is the top GT trim, you get the Bose sound system. As you can see, the view on these panels is obstructed by the steering wheel at times, and also you've got a sensor here which kind of always beeps. Now I know MG have got to put these into the cars, but I just wish there was a quick way to get rid of it all. I think some people have literally just ended up covering it over. You've got an instant torque because it's an full electric car, and it's quite unique because we haven't really had an all-electric 2-seater, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like just on everyday roads as well. Now, launch mode in the MG Cyberster GT, 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. That was quick. So let's listen to the horn. Nice mature horn. Because this is the GT model, the top trim, you're investing the extra money on the extra dual motor. You can get it in a rear wheel drive. You do take a little bit of hit on the range. It's not massive, but if you are going to be using this as a Grand Tourer, then you might want to take that into consideration. But for me, I'd prefer the all-wheel, and especially it being a Grand Tourer, you get that extra traction. It just seems to float, absolutely float around the corners, even with the hood down. I mean, it is just effortless. The steering is nice and precise as well, especially with it being an electric powered. It's just silent, just cruises along really well. And the way it handles the suspension, the front dual wishbone just really does keep the body roll really nice and precise. And the rear link just sort of soaks up them damps as well. There you go. I mean, the pickup on that is brilliant. Okay, you're going to experience a bit of noise, but you know what, it's part of the fun being in a 2-seater. With the hood being down, it doesn't jostle, it feels very stable. Remember, you've got the 50-50 weight distribution, so it's very much planted to the ground, and you can feel that. You do get a good sense of the nose pitching and where the nose is. Very good control. The body roll and the chassis is really good. The speed and pickup as well, it doesn't let up further on as well in the power band. Even higher up it still goes. I mean, MG have done a great job at using artificial sound within the cabin. It gives you sort of like a natural feeling sound to the car. It doesn't feel outlandish or weird or alien. The way it drives for me particularly, I would say the suspension is set up more as a Grand Tourer, which is fine, and it really is pleasant to drive. On a day like this, out in the open, you've got the hood down, you feel like your money's invested into the quality of the drive. And also you've got these sort of quirks as well with the car. You've got the rear haunches at the back. It looks quite like a design masterpiece, really. And for me that works because it is comfortable in comfort mode, but also you get the spiciness of the Sport Plus that you can turn off the traction control, so you do get the best of both. So let's wrap up this video review on the brand new MG Cyberster. If you are expecting an old-fashioned tweed jacket driving gloves experience because of MG's racing heritage, this really isn't the car for you. But what it does do in absolute spades is give you a high quality finished Grand Tourer. You can drive this effortlessly around country roads with a smile on your face, and you can drive to Monte Carlo in style and comfort, but most importantly it has got the performance to boot that rivals some of the most expensive supercars such as Ferraris, with a 0 to 60 time of 3.2 seconds. All that in a package for pretty much half the price of the rivals mentioned. All credit to MG, this is amazing value. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Let us know if you think the MG Cyberster is worth it. I'd like to show my appreciation to MG Stoneacre in Rochdale for immaculately preparing this MG Cyberster for us to review today. If you are interested and would like to know more, I'll leave a link in the description below.